Today in the Death Toll Racing Garage, we're going to build a bumper for the front of our tracker. So we'll take the two tiny little bolts out of this chintzy little bumper on the thing, and we'll see if we can't build something a little bit better. All right, guys, I'm just measuring how much of a radius I need. I'm going to roll my tubing so I can match that radius. You could do it via relief cuts, and I show you how to do that a little later on in the video as well. But I'm going to use this rolling machine that I made a while back. A friend of me made this rolling machine a while back. It works really, really good, but it is a big, heavy thing of hodgepodge stuff together. So anyway, I'm putting a bunch of links for all the tooling and stuff I'm using in here, and also the winch and all that stuff that we use later on. I'm going to put links down in the description below, and I just signed up for Amazon affiliate stuff, so we actually get a little bit of kickback if you do your shopping via those links. It's probably me and other YouTubers, so if you want to support those guys, definitely follow those links. But anyway, I'll pipe in when I need to. Here we go. right, guys, so I'm going to cut the wiring off a little short because I want you guys to use pinouts to figure out your wiring instead of trying to do what I did, because they're not consistent on their colors. So on one connector, the colors will be one way. On another connector, they'll be another way. And I don't want you looking at what I did and then thinking that's what you have to do and then potentially burning up your relay and then being mad at me. So go ahead and figure that one out on your own via the pinouts. Just always watch that pinout or you end up with a array of colors like that. And the only reason I had to do that is because I have a plug inside and I have a plug outside. If you're not doing that, you don't have to worry about what I just did right there. Anyway, it's going to come wired. All you got to do is plug your remote into it and you're done. You don't have to think about it. But if you're going to do something custom like this, then you do have to think about it. And I want you to think about that one on your own. I don't want you to do what I did. And potentially make a mistake. So as far as these weatherproof connections, I like these a lot better than the connections that come on there. These are very inexpensive. The link for them is in the description below. And there's also a link in the description below for a video where I really go into detail on how to do these style connections, because they are a little intimidating. And then I also dive into the Delphi ones a little bit. And it's actually just kind of tied into a video where I was wiring up a Gen 5 LT motor in the Safari wagon right there. So wireless remote. There's a receiver. I like to put it inside the rig, so I usually use the wireless one from inside. And then you turn it on and off with that button. It will time out eventually if you don't use it in a certain amount of time. It's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. It will time out and turn off. If you're using the wired remote, you do it like me. You're using the wired remote with the wireless remote. Just if you have the wired one plugged in, don't turn this one on. Just leave it alone. You use one or the other. Don't try to use both. That's how you could burn up your relay block. So the very first time you use it, you do have to program it. There's a program button on the back. It's just like this one. Just hit it. Just hit these buttons and it'll program. I'm not actually sure what the proper way of doing it is. I've always done it that way and it always works. So you only have to do that the first time, and then maybe if your battery was dead for a long period of time, you may have to reprogram it. I'm not sure if it'll lose it or not. I've never had one lose it, but it may. So it's on. So now we go out, in. Simple as that. Did you see the delay though? That's not my audio, that's the delay in the winch. So it's, when you hit it, there's a delay before it starts going, and then when you let go, there's a delay when it stops going. It's kind of the deal with wireless remotes. And then the other thing, if you are using the winch as a safety line, say to keep from rolling over backwards or whatever, I would say don't use the wireless, use only the corded one. It's just safer that way. These things, when you need them, won't work. Just pretty much guaranteed. So I'd say, just to be safe, always use the wired remote if you're in a safety situation. If you're just stuck in the mud, these are great. But yeah, if you're in a safety situation, definitely go corded. That's why I like to have that. They're nice and accessible on the front. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon. The back bumper, we're going to build the similar style rear bumper. It's a lot simpler, so if you're new at Fab, start with the back. That video will be coming out hopefully next week. That will be what you'll see on the Tracker build. And then we have the Safari wagon. So that thing is getting sway bars and it's getting dyno tuned. So I got a schedule. I haven't scheduled yet with a dyno tuner, but that is going to be coming up. So those videos are coming out. That is not a dead project. It's just had a little bit of a hiccup with what we think was a corrupt computer for some reason for that Gen 5 LT motor. But we think we got it sorted out now, so it's going to go back to the dyno tuner. We're going to see if we can't get that sorted out, and then we will get those sway bars mounted onto it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again really soon, and wish us luck. Next video out, we will test the capability of that winch, since that video will be quite a bit shorter because that's a much simpler bumper to build. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.